Alright, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I fixed my 40 volt Ryobi battery lawnmower. I was mowing the yard one day, cut off, but we'll get straight to the point on this, on how to. So you have, I installed now a toggle switch and a rocker on and off switch. It's a very simple fix. I would highly recommend it. We'll go over it right now, but honestly, the stuff that they use, a lot of people are saying the switches are cheap, just all around bad, but here's a few things to go over. This model is fairly new. I just bought it maybe 8 months ago, so July, August of 2020. A lot of issues people were having were in this sidebar right here. There used to be a on-off switch or a little red button switch. That is no longer the case. I cannot seem to find one on this model. The only thing there is a switch in here for the arm bar to be fully engaged before coming on. The bar safety, so there's a switch right in here and then one right behind this push button. On this fix though, completely eliminated this switch right here. I didn't feel like it was necessary, so go inside and go over how to do that. Excuse the little one if he makes some noise. So as demonstrated out there, you have a few switches, one in the arm bar to be fully extended. I don't feel it's necessary at all. Obviously your bar switch like most lawn mowers, and then your button safety switch on and off. So real quick basics. So there's 3 main wires coming out to the I guess you call it the main console. Black, what appears to be more like a copper color, and then a yellow. So you had the black leading up, also to both switches, spliced in. The red was just over to the start button, and then the yellow was bypassed to go to that safety switch on the side for the full extension, and then came back in. That was the previous setup. Like I said, we completely eliminated this one right here. I no longer have that, and it's fully operational. What we did was go out, buy a toggle switch for the safety bar, so flip switch on off, then just a simple button push rocker for your start. All I did was cut off about while it's still inside the main housing, and spliced in. I got 18 gauge. That's one of the problems I think was the main one, is the wire they use is so thin. It's easy to get, crimped or, broken along the way. I feel like that's where I was losing a lot. Oddly enough, I found out I would check this. I would highly recommend checking this. If the switches, the original switches, were inside of the assembly, as in place, and I used the, push down the safety bar and push the button, it would not work. However, if I lifted those switches 1 inch above their housing assembly and manually pressed them, my lawnmower kicked on. The only thing I think can explain that is a pinched wire somewhere, especially if you do end up looking at this assembly. I mean, they have wires doing a complete 180 in a very, very tight environment. And with a 24 gauge wire, I'm pretty sure there's some breakage in there. So anyways, I would highly recommend go out and get yourself a toggle switch, a rocker switch. All it is the motor. It's just black up to the toggle switch. Also loop it into the rocker switch. The red's still the same, goes straight over to your on off, and then just run that yellow wire just straight up to your toggle. That completely bypasses the original side switch. No longer necessary. I feel it's better. I think those side switches are just, to me, optional. just another thing that can go wrong. A lot of people are saying the switches themselves that they use are really cheap. So a good option to go with to eliminate a potential problem. So before and what you want to do for after. Hope that fixes you guys' problems.